glad to see so many young lady athletes here in Somerville for this evening. Do you guys know that today, yes, today, this month is the National Female Athlete Month. So you guys are here celebrating being great female athletes. We are so honored tonight to be welcomed not only by our own mayor in Somerville, Mayor Joseph Curtatone. Woohoo, yes. And the Massachusetts Attorney General Maura Healey is here. She's going to be joining you guys in this clinic. Maura is a graduate of Harvard. She played basketball at Harvard, and she also played professionally overseas. She got her master's degrees at Northeastern, and we are so honored and glad to have her here. So let's give a warm welcome for Miss Maura Healey.
That's great. Yeah, absolutely. Before you go skate. That's great.
So I'm not Maura Healey, just there's no confusion. But I wanted to just first say to all you young athletes and leaders, great job in your hard work. All your coaches and Miss Bailey and Jill Latham, everyone around the community raves about how hard you ladies work. And it's great that we get to celebrate Female Athletics Month here in Somerville and across the country. I couldn't think of a better way to celebrate it with some of the leaders in this community, from the best athletic director in the state, Ms. Nicole Bailey. Let's give her a round of applause. The best recreation director in this Commonwealth, Ms. Jill Latham, who was a Division I athlete herself at University of Kansas. Let's give her a round of applause. And I'm going to tell you, you have a great treat. You have the top prosecutor of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. And she isn't just famous in this Commonwealth, but around these United States. She is an incredible leader. I admire her very much. She's also one heck of an athlete. As you heard Ms. Latham say, she was a Division I basketball player at Harvard University and played professional ball in Europe. And I've talked to young female athletes like Jack Conley's daughters who rave about Maura's skills in coaching. So I just want to take a second to welcome her and ask you to give her a big Somerville welcome round of applause, Coach and Attorney General Maura Healey.
That's great. Good.
So let's go ahead and get the clinic going.
We're going to start, but can I call Brian Harris and Kayla and Christine up for a second?
Sure.
I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit later. I know you can't see me, can you? I'm too short. So I'm going to talk about this later, but I know some of them have to take off. But I just want to say that I was in this gym many, many years ago because I actually had the good fortune of meeting Brian Harris, and he invited me to help come coach Somerville Pride. And just to tell you how old I feel right now, two of the awesome girls that I got to coach when I coached Somerville Pride are standing right here. Christine Tracy, who's a school teacher, and Kayla, who's an auditor right now for a medical insurance company, right? This could be you someday, all right? So let's give it up for Somerville Pride, and let's get to work with some drills.
Hey, thanks so much, Maura. Take care. It was so good to meet you.
Good to see you.
I'm going to call you.
just wanted to present Coach Healey with some Somerville Pride t-shirts.
How about that?
All right.
Can we give a hand to Jill and all the great folks, Jenny, in the Recreation Department? How about coaches? Where's Coach O'Halloran and Coach Alicia? Yeah, isn't it awesome? Like, you guys got to know that, isn't it great? You got adults in this community, in your world that care about you, right? That's a really good thing. That's a really good thing. Let's give them another hand, because they love you. Now, little secret. I was here 10 years ago. Did you know that? Yeah? For real, I was here 10 years ago with Jenny. 10 years ago. She hasn't changed a bit. Neither one of us grew. But that's okay, because we were both point guards. Any point guards here? Yeah? All right. So, I am so happy. I am so happy to be back with you tonight, because there's nothing that makes me happier than to be in a basketball gym. And even better than being in a basketball gym is being in a basketball gym with fierce young girls and women, right? That's great. And so I was so happy when I got the invitation to come and spend some time with you guys, because what could be better than that?
Can you go see
10 years ago, just so you know, I had a chance to be a coach at Somerville Pride. Where's all the Pride girls? Put your hands up. Yeah, we love Pride. Any of you guys played Pride? Yeah? All right. So I was working in a law firm. I was a lawyer. And I had a chance to coach Somerville Pride. And I coached 7th and 8th grade girls. 7th and 8th grade girls, put your hands up. All right. You guys are the easiest people to coach and get along with, right? You guys all happy all the time, right? Never a problem? Yeah. No? Wow. Well, we had a lot of fun that year, and I had a great time. And I'll tell you what, I'm back here tonight because as much as anything, I got so much out of that year. I got so much out of my experience coaching here in Somerville. And it's so great to know that Pride continues, and that more importantly, all you guys are here tonight, coming out to be together and hang out together. So let me start with a couple things now that you guys caught your breath, right? You caught your breath? Yeah? So does anybody know what I do for a living? Yeah? I'm a lawyer. You a lawyer? I am. And I am a lawyer. That's what I do during the daytime. I'm a lawyer. I'm actually your Attorney General. Does anyone know what that is? Yeah. What's that? What's your name?
Madeline.
Madeline, all right. What grade are you in, Madeline?
5th grade.
5th grade, awesome. So Madeline's going to tell us what the Attorney General does. I know, that got your attention, didn't it? Yeah. You can't believe that I'm a lawyer. No. I know. Oh, you can't believe I'm a love? Nice to meet you, too.
I need a lawyer.
All right, so what does the Attorney General do?
Aren't you the lawyers, the mayor's lawyer?
I will help the mayor as much as he needs it, but I am not going to be his lawyer. I'm going to be...
Can you be my lawyer?
I might be your lawyer, Cece, but you don't need a lawyer.
Chooses what in the court? What cases?
Yeah, Amelia's got it a little bit. Yeah, what's your name?
You help, I'm Lily, and you, help out the judge in court?
Yeah,
with,
that's what it means to be a lawyer. All right, anybody here want to be a lawyer? Anybody thought about that? Why do you want to be a lawyer? What do you get to do when you're a lawyer? What'd you say? What?
You get paid lots of money.
You definitely don't get paid lots of money. That's a lie. That's a myth. Well, I'll tell you what the Attorney General does, because this matters to me that you guys know this. So I ran last year to get elected as Attorney General. And Attorney General means that you're the people. You're the lawyer for the people here in the state. Okay? So some of you, who has jobs here? Who works? Some of you work? All right? We want to make sure that you get paid, right? We want to make sure that you get paid the wages that you do, right? That you don't get taken advantage of, right? We have wage and hour laws. Our office, yeah, amen to that. Our office enforces those laws, right? Let's see. Have your families tried to rent an apartment, right? And yeah, so we want to make sure that where you're living is safe, that the water's running, that the heat works, all these sorts of things. So we enforce laws to protect you and your families in those situations. My job each day is to run an office that is about over 500 people, and our job is to enforce the laws, civil rights laws, consumer protection laws, laws to help young people, laws to help older people be safe, be healthy, and live free lives. So that's what I get to do every day. And the reason I wanted to be a lawyer, who's in 4th grade? Some of you in 4th grade? Do you guys have any, do you know what you want to be when you grow up? What?
Baker.
A baker. That's awesome. Yeah? How about you, Amber? Knockout champion. What do you want to be? You know?
A vet.
A vet? That's a good thing. What about you?
Electrician.
Electrician. That is such a handy thing to do. You want to be an electrician. How great is that? So when I was in 4th grade, I wanted to be a lawyer because I saw a TV show once, and everything that you see on TV must be true, right?
No.
And there's a story about a lawyer who was hired to help people and to help somebody who was wrongly accused of a crime. And so I went to my teacher and I asked if I could learn about being a lawyer, and she set me up and introduced me to a lawyer in my town, and I got to follow her around. She's a woman, and I learned a little bit about what she did, and I learned that being a lawyer gives you a chance to use the law to try to help people. And so from that time on, I thought, I'm going to be a lawyer. And that's what I ended up doing. But let me tell you about how I got there, okay? Because how I got there has a lot to do with basketball. Some of you may know I'm not that tall. I'm about 5'4". I'm probably actually about 5'3" because I think I'm starting to shrink. I'm that old. But I was a point guard. And if you're a small person playing basketball, who feels like they're a small person playing this tall person's game? Don't worry about it, okay? Because I learned from basketball that you can do and be anything you want to be. It doesn't matter how tall you are. It doesn't even matter how fast you are. So growing up, anybody have brothers and sisters? Yeah? All right. I have 4 brothers and sisters. And my mom was busy. She used to work a lot. And she just kept us outside and said, go play. It doesn't matter what you want to play. Soccer, basketball, anything. Just go play and keep yourselves busy. And I loved basketball. So I started playing when I was about in 4th grade. And I kept playing all the way through junior high and high school. And I had a chance after high school to play in college. And then and I came down here, I went to Harvard nearby and played college ball. And when I graduated, I wanted to keep playing. I didn't want to stop playing because I love basketball so much. So I went and I played professional ball overseas in Europe. So basketball's been very good to me. And even now today, I play in leagues sometimes. I play in old ladies leagues now because I'm not as fast as I once was. But let me tell you why basketball is important to me. You know, earlier tonight I said, I remember when there were 2 women who came up to the podium with me, Christine and Kayla? 10 years ago, they were you. They were in 7th grade. They were playing Pride, right? And I coached them. Now, I asked them if we won a game, because I actually couldn't remember if we won a game, because most everybody on the team had never played before. There were 5 different languages spoken on the team. It was awesome. And a lot of people had never played before, so it was a little tough. But we had a lot of fun, and they developed and they learned so much. And I said to them, you know, what do you think the message is that I should tell these guys tonight? You all, right? Because they were in your shoes 10 years ago. And they said, you should tell them about teamwork and sticking together and staying together and supporting each other. And I just want you to hear that, because it's really important. One thing that's great about basketball, it's a team game, right? You got to have 5 people on the court, some to pass, some to dribble, some to shoot, some to rebound. You only win if you play as a team, and you got to play as a team. It's about teamwork. That was one thing that I learned from playing basketball. Another thing that I learned is what? What do you guys learn from playing basketball? Especially some of you older girls. What do you guys learn? What does basketball teach you? Sportsmanship, being a good sport. Yeah. What about you, Jillian? She's a saxophone player. Anybody else? What do you learn from playing basketball?
How to be a leader.
How to be a leader? Yep. What else? Work hard, right? What's your name? Kiara? Kiara. Work hard, right? You know, do you always have a good practice?
No.
No.
Yes.
Do you sometimes turn the ball over? Do you sometimes stink up the gym? No. Yeah? No? Never? No. I'm picking on you. I'm sorry. So look, even when you fail, through basketball, you just got to keep after it every day. And that's what you guys are going to learn. You younger girls are going to learn is you got to practice. To be good at something, you got to spend time with it every single day. So I actually learned a lot from games that I lost. I remember crying my eyes out my senior year. We were expected to win the championship, be number 1 in the state. And we went all the way, and we lost in the state semifinals. And I felt so defeated. But after crying for about a week, I committed that I was going to go back and practice more and get ready for my college season, which I did. It made me better, actually, having lost that way. So these are some of the things you guys learn from playing basketball. It's a great game. It teaches you a lot of things. But most of all, I want you to think about teamwork and friendship and playing together and having fun, right? That's what it's about. So let me tell you why I also think basketball is important, especially for girls. Basketball or any sport, it doesn't matter what sport you play. I know this now because I'm old. Do you know how old I am?
35.
35. I love you. No, I'm 45. I just turned 45 last week, actually. You guys are right. Yeah, Cece, you're right on. Now, I know this now because I'm 45 years old. But I'll tell you, I work, when I got out of college, a lot of people, I've worked in a number of different places. And I'll tell you something. The girls who played, the women who played sports, you know what? They had an advantage. They learned a lot about self-confidence. They learned about taking care of themselves. They learned about taking care of their bodies. They learned about respecting other people, right? And they learned, how to build esteem. Things that are really, really important. And you know that they've done some surveys and they show that girls who play sports actually oftentimes do better in school and have more success in their careers. I don't know, but I'm just telling you guys that because I think it's great that you're out here playing sports. It doesn't matter how good you are. It really doesn't. What does it matter? What matters most? That you have fun and that you
work hard.
That you work hard. Why does working hard matter? Why?
Could you become a better person in that amount of time?
You can become a better person. What else?
You're more confident with yourself.
You're more confident? Why? Why are you going to be more confident if you work hard?
Because,
Well, I think it's because you know that if you worked hard at something, right? And love, if you've been out there practicing your jump shot or working on your left hand, you know that you got better, right? And so that'll give you confidence, right? And that's a really good skill to learn, how to build confidence, right? So those are some of the things that I love about basketball and why I think it's great to see women and young girls playing sports. Not just basketball, it doesn't matter. It can be anything. Now, let me close by I want to have a conversation. I want to take any questions you guys have. I'll tell you, I spend a lot of time right now thinking about young people and thinking about your future, right? I get real concerned. Do you guys Do you guys see people getting bullied in school sometimes? You guys aware of bullying a little bit? Yeah? Have you seen it? What do you get to say?
Nothing.
You've seen it though, right? Yeah? Well, what do you think about that? Cece?
How old were you when you started playing basketball?
Oh, you want to ask questions? I first dribbled the basketball when I was 3 years old, and I played in my first team when I was 8 years old. Yeah. All right, but bullying. What do you guys know about bullying? Why is bullying a problem?
Because when people bully people, it might not hurt as much as at first, but if they do it over time, it's going to really hurt and it can affect
It hurts your feelings, right? Has anybody been bullied or picked on? Yeah? How did it make you feel? And what did it make you want to do? Cry? Sometimes it also makes you want to hurt somebody else, right? When your feelings get hurt, right? And that's not good. Let's hear from you, Eden.
I was bullied because my hair was short and I was called a boy.
You were called a boy. So you know firsthand, right? Right? Doesn't even have beautiful hair. Yeah, we love your hair. So yeah, sometimes people get picked on for their hair, right? What else do people get picked on for? What?
There was a girl in my grade and this boy was bullying her because of what she wore.
Because of what you wear sometimes, right? It's a free country. You can wear whatever you want. What do you say?
Because you speak a different language.
Because you speak a different language. How silly is that, right? Do you know, in my office, do you know I try to hire people who speak different languages? Do you know what a cool tool that is? How many speak a language other than English here? Really? You guys speak a language besides English? That's awesome. That's awesome. Do you guys know how important that is? That's a great skill. That's a great skill. So look, guys. What do you do when you see people? What do you guys do when you see somebody being bullied? What should you do? What? I'm going to ask you guys for help tonight. What are you going to do? Tell an adult or a teacher. Yep.
Tell the bully to stop.
Tell the bully to stop. Yep. What about you? You're not going to bully anyone, are you? No. Okay, that's the first thing. Guys, listen, this is what I mean about teamwork, about friendship. Because you know what I see in my job? People who bully. People who bully may be people who later in life commit hate crimes, may go out and attack and do all sorts of vicious, bad things to people. You guys got to nip it in the bud. When you see it, you got to call it out. You got to tell them to stop. You got to tell an adult, okay? So that's what I want to say about bullying. How many of you have online, how many of you use phones? iPhones or tablets? Yeah?
I use my laptop. I use iPad.
Crazy. You guys? All right. Listen here. Ready? Look here. Let me say something about technology. All right? It's really cool. You can do great things with it. But too much of it, it's bad for your brain. Do you hear me? You got to remember, you guys got to remember, you got to learn how to talk to each other, right? I see a lot of people talking on their phones. They're texting to one another and they're sitting right next to one another. How crazy is that?
That's why
you do that? No. If you want to come work for me, you got to be able to talk to people, not just text, okay? Let me say something else. The stuff that's online, especially you older girls. Anything you write online, anything you say online, it lives forever. You know that? Even if you delete it, it's never deleted. So later when you're looking for work, right? Or maybe you're applying to school, all that's out there. So be careful what you post online, right? Okay. Let me talk to you about something else I care a lot about. I care a lot about each and every one of you believing in yourself. What's your name? Miriam. And you believe in yourself, don't you? You believe in purple too, don't you?
I believe in blue.
You believe in blue, Sandy.
I believe in you.
I think it's so important that all you guys believe in yourselves, okay?
I believe in Mariah.
Now, if any time, you're in a situation where somebody makes you feel uncomfortable, I want you to listen to me, guys, okay? This is a really important issue, okay? Every one of you, bless you, every one of you has so much ahead of you. You got awesome futures ahead of you. You got a community and adults that care about you, you got friends to support you, but sometimes bad things happen. And if somebody ever makes you feel uncomfortable, if somebody says a hurtful word, if somebody says a hateful word, okay? If somebody makes you feel uncomfortable, I need you to talk to an adult, okay? Talk to it. You can talk to me or somebody else that you're close to. Because, where's my office? You're on it. Downtown Boston. I'll give you the address.
Me
But-
too, because I would talk to
But that's really, really important, okay? That's really important, and I want you guys to take care of yourselves, all right? And that means, for you older girls, we got a program, I think Somerville High is doing it, Game Change, which is all about ending relationship violence, dating violence, and how we're working with the New England Patriots, and we're taking this issue on, and we're training teachers and coaches and parents about relationship violence and ending it, and we're teaching students so that you guys can empower yourselves, to take care of one another. So check it out, the Game Change program, all right? So I know we got a range of ages here, which is awesome to see. So awesome to see. You're 7? All right, but we've got first grade. Who's the first grader here? First grade, nice, awesome. How old are you now, 6?
Yeah.
6, awesome. And you've got how many teeth out?
3.
3 teeth out, awesome. 6 all the way up to what? We got any 17, 18-year-olds? Yeah? Awesome.
I'm 7.
All right, so we got a great range here. But what I just want to leave you with is that you're all awesome. You've all got awesome potential ahead of you. And I want you to know that if you ever feel like your rights have been violated or somebody's taken advantage of you or the law's been broken, you got a basketball player to call, okay? And I'll be there for you, all right? So thanks, guys. Yes, I'll give you my phone number. Yeah. And address. All right. Before we break, I'll take any questions that you have. Any questions? Yeah.
Can you slam dunk?
Can I slam dunk? I am 5'4". That is such an unfair question. No, but I can spit a basketball. Yeah.
How can you do that?
Practice. It's not very useful in games, so don't waste your time with it.
Slam dunk.
Yeah.
How old were you when you made your first hoop?
How old was I when I made my first basket? I think I was probably 6. It took me a while to get there. And I probably shot it with a little light volleyball because I probably couldn't shoot a real basketball. Cece,
I was 4 when I started.
you're gonna go pro. That's awesome. 4
I was
years
4
old.
when I shoot my
First basket, Cece. Yeah. I went to a high school called Winnicott. Did you guys ever go to Hampton Beach? Yeah? All right, I grew up by Hampton Beach. I waitressed there at the casino, went to the beach a lot, and I went to the high school there. It was a regional high school. Yep, it was Class L, so we had about 1,200 people in the school. We were the Warriors. We were also red, white, and blue. Yeah? I did, and I went to Northeastern. Northeastern, another Boston school, Northeastern University for law school. Yeah?
After I'm going to ask you their question, can I have your autograph?
Can you have my autograph? Of course.
I want your autograph. I want your autograph.
All right.
I want all.
Any other questions?
I need a question. I need a question.
Yes, he's.
Did you ever go rock climbing?
Did I ever go rock climbing? Of course, I grew up in New Hampshire. Yeah. Oh, there? No, that scares me. I would need some mats. Yeah. Yep.
Have you ever gone skydiving?
No, I won't. I'm a chicken. I will never go skydiving. That's scary.
Me.
All right. Last question. I got a lot of aid because my family couldn't afford college, so I got a lot of aid. I went to Harvard, which is in the Ivy Leagues. They don't give athletic scholarships. So, but they gave me a lot of good aid, which helped a lot.
And then I worked. How many of you guys, well, some of you guys are out. You got to work, you know, through college too sometimes. My job, you know what my job was in college? It was great. You know what I was? I was a professional towel folder. I used to do the laundry for the athletic department, for real. I'm like the best folder. You give me anything, I could fold anything. So my job was to fold towels, and that's where I worked when I was in college. Do the laundry. No, I'm not going to take your shirt, love. That's great. All right, so it's great. Thank you guys so much. Really great. Thank you guys.